So interesting, kind of an update on Cobrinha's cut. So I actually, whenever I took my break and you were talking to Howell, I walked back there and got to see Cobrinha getting wrapped up. It is a nasty, nasty cut, but they've put some stuff in it, and they've waxed it over. They've rewrapped his head, so he's got a much better bandage on there now, and it looks to me like he'll be able to continue, but he's going to probably need to go see some kind of plastic surgeon or something like that if he wants that eye to get normal after the end of this event.
Hopefully it can be fixed with just
It was a nasty cut. It
looked
legitimately
really deep.
needs stitches.
Oh, it's a bummer. Hopefully, it sounds like they put maybe some Vaseline with adrenaline in it. Stops the blood flow.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't peanut butter and jelly.
That could also work too.
If you're hungry.
Hides it as well, the jelly. But looks like, they're going to get started. And Cobrinha has some very underrated takedowns. I'm not sure. He's going to want to take the guard position first, so sits right to guard.
It'll be interesting to see. Marcio André going to opt to try to pass the guard of Cobrinha. It's a tall task.
Yeah, I mean, but for either of them, Marcio André has become such a good practitioner himself in the last couple of years. It's hard to say how this one's going to go. Cobrinha, we always know he's at the highest levels of the sport, so.
Cobrinha with that pant grip. Marcio André with a nice near leg drag there, but.
Yes, Cobrinha's seen all of this before and probably taught half of it to Marcio. But Marcio, extremely good at implementing it, so that really doesn't mean too much in this match.
That grip on the pants is going to give him a lot of problems if he can't get rid of it.
Yes, and you can see the grips on Cobrinha, just holding that one sleeve with the spider hook.
I bet that guy has great grips.
He absolutely does. Very strong human being. Doesn't feel like he should be a human being, especially for his size.
If you follow him on Instagram, he's constantly posting all these videos of him doing all kinds of crazy exercises and movements, and it's incredible what he can do with his body physically. And he's not a young man. He's especially in jiu-jitsu years, he is.
He's ancient in jiu-jitsu years, so he's an old fogey. Probably should have retired a long time ago if you're just looking at the age, but clearly still at the top. One of the best ever. And I guess that's what we get to see. We get to see the brand new black belt versus someone that has been around for a long time and very dominant.
And in the same way that we could we were looking forward to a potential rematch between Bruno Malfacini and Caio Terra, as things continue to wind down here on mat number 1 and mat number 2, it's looking like it could be a potential showdown once again between Rafael Mendez and Rubens Cobrinha Charles.
I wouldn't count Marcio André out of this one just yet. He has just been killing it in tournaments lately, and Cobrinha looking to come up. If he can get all the way up, you can see it. Marcio wants to hold that leg, prevent the sweep, but Cobrinha scrambling to the top. Simple but sneaky sweep. Great timing on that. Able to get the 2 points. Well done. Unfortunately, that puts you in the guard of Marcio André. It's not a place that pretty much anyone wants to be.
We've talked about those poor consolation prizes
elevating
today.
Oh, well, something happened. I think maybe a finger got caught in the gi or something.
That's kind of a shame. They are gonna. It looks like they are gonna allow him to have the sweep here. It's odd. The whole thing was odd.
Maybe is just a safety concern, and not so much a Cobrinha contesting the validity of the sweep.
So Marcio André will be awarded 2 points for the sweep.
So it's all tied, and look at that grip break.
Oh, wow.
Very quick, aggressive pass. Cobrinha getting his guard right back, but now Marcio in a very good passing position. Cobrinha looking to maybe come up on a single leg. He's in danger of being thrown into
Marcio maybe looking to transfer to the other side here.
And there
with that pant grip, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. Cobrinha holding that knee grip, and Marcio recognizing
Want to strip it off. Don't reset him. Oh, no. Don't reset him here. Let him go.
They are kind of driving off the side of the mat, though. Oh, and the redirection. Marcio is going to try to drive him back in. Oh, and aggressive step over to the far side, and he's going to control the bottom leg. if he can get this hand to the hip, Cobrinha's going to have to take a risk to get out, trying to get his guard back, but I think this is a pass.
Secure the
Gets
side.
it.
He just passed Cobrinha's guard. That's incredible.
Wow.
You were right. Don't count out Marcio André.
I'm telling you, man.
There are
kid's
not many people that
ridiculous.
can say they've passed the guard of Rubens Cobrinha Charles.
That is very true.
Sean Williams and I were talking about sometimes things happen that you need more than points for. Marcio André, somebody should give him a sticker when he walks off the mat.
It's your gold star.
Some kind of magic patch that you get when you do something incredible.
Man.
You pass the guard of Rafael Mendez or Cobrinha, you deserve one of those.
You get champion of Jiu-Jitsu for a day, I think. You're definitely one of the best. That was ridiculous. And just how rare is that to see?
It's extremely rare. I don't know that I've ever really seen it other than sans an arm bar that came off of a pass from Rafael Mendez several years ago at the Pan.
Now that actually makes more sense to me, though, because being put in a bad position, Cobrinha had to take a risk and try to recover. And
exactly.
So extending the arm, he knew what he was getting into, but knew that he would lose points ultimately. So that makes sense to me, but just see someone just with persistence driving in and to eventually complete the pass, that is very rare.
Extremely rare, and you see, again, it's this cut maybe playing a role in the match in general.
I hope not.
You can see they're tending to it, and it's already bled through. And as I mentioned, that's a new wrap that they put on moments ago. And yeah, it's just unfortunate that happened earlier because I'm sure he would love to not have a cut on his eye and not have a giant wrap around his head right now.
Yeah, hopefully the blood's not able to find its way into the eye, because that basically renders the eye completely useless.
Cobrinha working up to his side.
Yeah, good
so
retention.
Andre doing whatever he can to try to maintain the side control position.
And again, this bandage. Oh, I hope this isn't a determining factor, just because it sullies the whole.
Yeah, the fact that Marcio
André
André now is up on the scoreboards, has passed the guard. You know, I'm sure he would love to win on the merits of his performance alone.
And he may very well have just straight up passed the guard of Cobrinha, but as long as this thing. Oh, and Cobrinha, really nice seated up guard, going after the single leg. Marcio
Great
André,
job.
that leg work.
Cobrinha, when
Cobrinha coming up, this is going to be a sweep. But they're stopping it. Interesting. Marcio should not have fallen back like that.
Rarely do you see Cobrinha commit to a sweep the way that he did there and then not get it.
I mean, they weren't out of bounds. Hey, they're going to give him the sweep. So it's now 4-5. Marcio André in the lead.
That extra point from the guard pass could be all the difference.
Beautiful sweep. Going to try to scramble on top. Cobrinha going to allow it to happen. Marcio trying to put weight on that side, and he's so good at this back step. He's always been very good. Did this as a brown belt a lot. Still makes this work maybe better than anyone else. Sitting low, but now he's in danger of this omoplata. Cobrinha trying to pull that sleeve in. He's going to use it to sleeve drag.
He loves to do this.
Yes.
Drag that sleeve across, come up on a single.
Yes. I think I might be wrong, but you did a breakdown of the whole seated up guard that Cobrinha uses.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I learned a lot about him. I really didn't know a ton about his game. I knew he had a great guard, but I didn't realize how much his guard really set up single legs and his wrestling. And as you mentioned before, actually probably underrated wrestling from Cobrinha.
Very underrated. And now this could be an arm lock, but more than likely going to go over to the omoplata. Instead, using it as a sweep, coming up on the single leg, and he's not going to let this thing go.
And then there's that
gotta
wrestling we were
finish this
just
takedown.
talking about.
Yes.
Marcio
very
André with a nice
position.
switch.
Yep. And he's going to look to pull the belt. Oh.
And Cobrinha's going to get
Stays
it.
on top and going for an aggressive guard pass. Unexpected. See, that caught Marcio off guard a little bit.
Now let's see if Cobrinha can work a little bit of guard
reset him
pass
again.
revenge here.
Man, what a match.
This thing's full of action, and you're getting to see a little bit of everything. Both these guys obviously having fantastic guards, but we're seeing some wrestling. We're seeing some great guard passing. It's got everything you want.
It's such a story, too, with the cut, with them training together. not competing against each other since, I think, 2013, something like that. I mean, it's just, it's the new game and the old game. The game's still pretty new, but the newcomer, new kid on the block, and Cobrinha, who's just been king of the hill, are right up there ever since. Let's see who's going to prevail. Cobrinha now on top, still on this 1-point deficit. 7-6, Marcio André leading. Cobrinha deadly with his passing. Known for his guard, but his guard passing is just ridiculous.
He is a great guard passer as well. He's about as well-rounded as they come.
Yes, and seemingly not even preferring one to the other. He's just so good at both. Trying to put that knee pressure, and he breaks the grip with that, and he's going to look for this leg drag on the far leg, and Marcio knows it's coming, so he's going to have to use a bit of energy, try to reset, and Cobrinha in a very good passing position now. Oh, it's going to move to the far side.
He had a great spot there for just a moment. I thought there was a chance that he'd either go to the back or work for his own pass.
He also had a good chance to hit the truck from there and try to take the back.
Is that something that Cobrinha uses very often?
Not typically, but it's Cobrinha, so anything's possible.
He'll surprise you.
Yeah. I honestly would not be surprised if he used it. And look at this over-under pass, stapling that knee down, and he's going to get it. Marcio trying to...
Now he's going to transfer to the back.
Oh, my goodness. Marcio gives his back, trying to prevent the pass. He's keeping the hooks off, though. And but Cobrinha's got the collar.
He's in massive danger of being submitted right now. Although he's prevented the hooks, his neck has been snatched up here.
He's preventing the points, but to hell with the points. Cobrinha is just going for the finish. And you can see that blood's getting in his eye. It's bothering him.
This is the turning point in the match. Can Marcio André and his inexperience overcome being in such a bad spot with such a seasoned veteran? I mean, seasoned veteran doesn't even go enough to describe somebody, a legend like Cobrinha.
He's putting it very lightly.
You've got 2 minutes left. You're up by 1 point, and you've got a legend on your back. Go.
I would not want to be Marcio André right now. On the other hand, I would not want to be Cobrinha right now, too. He's at a bit of a deficit.
He's about a foot away, literally a foot away from securing the victory right now.
Look at him just working that cross-collar grip in.
Now he's lost that cross-collar grip, so it's going to be a little bit tougher here. He may be looking to reset, but he still has the one hook.
But he gets the cross-collar again, and if you see, he's locking his legs. Now, they don't count this for points for back retention, but it's a very good control, especially if that top leg is over the hip. If it's below the butt, then it's not a good control.
Hook. But he may end up with a guard pass here if he can pull him flat. But he's still got that collar grip.
I think he's
Cobrinha's lobbying for the guard pass here.
If he flattens him down to the ground, he might get it. But he also could throw that hook over and try to...
His concern is that Marcio is going to be able to escape this position if he pulls him all the way flat.
Yes.
So that was his primary concern there.
And Marcio going to full turtle, hiding that arm.
Cobrinha opting for the
hook
submission
to come
here.
In. Yeah, and that's what Marcio's doing. He's holding that leg around.
It's a bold move.
Yep, and it's preventing the hook, but Cobrinha shoves it in. He is not even going for the back. He's going for this arm.
That's what I'm saying. It's all or nothing at this point.
20 seconds left. He's got to finish. He's down a point.
He's got to take the arm. You know, it's only tucked away here behind his leg, so it is exposed.
So strong, but 15 seconds, very hard.
He's got his arms clasped together. He could roll him over potentially.
10 seconds, Cobrinha. He's got to finish, and it's not looking so great for him right now. Marcio, very strong.
He looks up, and he realizes he's out of time.
And Marcio André advances over Cobrinha.
Weathers the storm. Congratulations, kid.
I told you, don't count this kid out. He is spectacular.
You just beat a legend. We will see the showdown between Rafael Mendez and Cobrinha once again later today here on FloGrappling.
Man, what a match. Both friends talking to each other, congratulating.
Cobrinha essentially passing the torch to Marcio André.
Oh, it's tough to look at it like that. but very well could be. And Marcio overcome with joy.
So he'll get his shot at the reigning champion, Rafael Mendez, later today.
Very nicely done.